Hi, I'm Alistair, and I am the fastest mathematician in the world. Now, I know what you're thinking. Alistair, you're not the fastest mathematician in the world. You just look like some degenerate that does computing. And you'd be right. But I want to be able to say that I'm the fastest. I want to be able to flex on people. I want to be able to be the fastest in the world at the maths that anybody can do. I want to be fastest at times tables. Now, at this point, I could have just sat down here at my desk and just done times tables practice for days on end until I got really good. But that's boring, and I don't have time for that. So I figured, use a little big brain and speed up the process. Which brings us to drfrostmaths.com, a website normally used to teach people how to do A-level maths. But in our case, we're going to use it to prove that I'm lightning fast at times tables. Now, normally, you go on here, you want to practice the 2 times table, you're going to click practice, you got to click start the clock, and then you got to type in your answers. And this takes ages, because even if you're really quick at doing your times tables, it still takes ages to type in all the answers. We want to be quicker than this. See, that's really slow. 13.39 seconds? We can do better than that. So, we need to write a program that does it for us. But the question is, how do we get the questions to the program, and how do we get the program's answers back to the website? So, to get the questions from the website onto the program, we could copy the way a human does it. So a human would read the question, and then, you work out what that is and type the answer. So the program could take a screenshot of the whole screen, use image recognition to detect the numbers in the question, work out what they are, so say 2 times 4, work out the answer, which would be 8, and then use a virtual key press to type the answer back into the website. However, that's a long and complicated process, and I don't know how to do it. But fortunately for me, there is a better method. To understand this better method, or to use it, first we need to understand how this website works, and then we have to exploit it. Now, what I'm about to show you on screen is a very, very complicated hacking technique that takes years to fully understand and must be executed incredibly carefully. So watch closely, because you'll miss it if you don't pay attention, right? It's just inspect element. There's nothing special about this. Using inspect allows us to see the source code for the web page, but more importantly, requests going to and from the web page in the network tab. Now, here's the important bit. When we click start the clock, oh look, there's a request. And look, when we answer correctly, type in 18, look, oh, another thing. And then when we, go through all of them, do the times tables, and get to the very end, look, a final request. Now this is useful because these requests are being sent from our computer to the server hosting the website. But it could be possible to send them to the server using our own program instead of sending them from the website. To illustrate better, here's a quick diagram. Usually when you click start, the website sends a start request through your computer to the server, which tells the server to start a timer to keep track of how long you've been answering, and it also tells the server to send back all the question data. The website then displays the questions, and each time you answer correctly, it sends another request to the server to tell it that you've answered correctly, so the server can update your score. And once you've finished, you send a finish request to the server, and the server will send back your score, and it will send back the time that you took to do it. Now all these requests go through our computer, or the laptop in this image. Now, if we write a program to send those requests, and send them through our computer in the same way, the server won't be able to tell the difference, and we'll be able to answer the questions a lot quicker and get a much better time. So, now that we've figured out how the website works, all we need to do is write a program that will send the request for us. So what I've done is I've created a simple program that simply takes a URL and returns the data when you request that URL. So if we start it here, it says type URL below. Now the URL we need to use is found in the request header, or is found in the request that the website makes. So if we start the clock and go into the network tab, grab our request, you can see there's a request URL here. So we just need to copy and paste this URL into our program, and it gives us a load of data. So the OK just means the request was successful, and then all this data here looks really complicated, but actually if you look in it a little bit more, you can see there's stuff 2 times 10, 2 times 7, 2 times 12, and it's got all the questions contained within it. So now what we need to do is just take this data and extract those individual questions so that we can begin answering them. I've added some code that will extract the questions, and it will also answer each of them for us. So if we go ahead and press start here and type the URL in again, just paste it, we can see we get the data as before, and now we get all the questions answered. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 9 18, and so on and so forth. So now all we need to do is write code for the answer request that will send each answer to the server, and code for the finish request, which tells the server to stop timing and then gets the score and the time back from the server, which should be done about now. So I've finished all the code and we're just about ready to speedrun some times tables. However, if you've been following along, you might have noticed a slight issue, and that is the fact that we haven't tied our program to our account on Dr. Frost Maths. So if we run the program now, it's not going to go to our account, it's just going to go into the void tied to no account at all. However, this is a problem that we've already solved, and the solution lies in cookies. So if we go onto the application tab and inspect element, you can see all the cookies that Dr. Frost Maths gives you. And this one in particular, PHP session ID, is used to identify your session, which is basically your user account. It's a cookie that the website gives you when you start, when you log in, and it's used by the server to basically identify who you are. Now, if we copy this cookie from the website and put it into our program in the request headers, like I've done here, so you can just see, scroll over here, I've did all the cookies just to be on the safe side, but here's the PHP session ID one there. If we have that in the program, then the server, as long as we're logged in on the website, will see our program as us logged in on the website. Therefore meaning any of the requests that the program sends, the server is going to think are coming from the website, which means when we run the program, all the requests are going to look like times table requests that are genuine, so the server is going to allow us to do it really quickly and then put it on our account. So now I think it's time to speedrun the 2 times table.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be going for the 2 times table Dr. Frost world record speedrun 80% complete. So let me start up my program real quick. When I press enter, the speedrun starts, and let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a new world record, 1.92 seconds. Unbelievable. Look, can we just get a score on that? Look at that, 1.92 seconds. Easy wins, boys. GG, no challenge.
So there we go. I was able to get the time down to about 1.41 seconds just by running the program again a couple of times, but at the moment the difference is basically just due to how good my internet connection is at the time. If I had a wired connection, I'd probably be able to get it down a little bit lower. But nevertheless, I'm pretty certain that I can say, at least when it comes to the Dr. Frost Maths 2 times table, that I am the fastest mathematician in the world. thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. This is my first video on this channel, so that'll help out a lot. I've got some other projects I'm working on at the moment, so hopefully in the near future I'll get some videos up about those. Until then, goodbye.